Yeah. So, Katrin, can you tell us a little bit about planning a wedding during the pandemic? Um,
Look, I can tell you it's a challenge. So now, funnily enough, you see a lot of people are starting to plan weddings because most people have some spare time in their hands. You've got a lot of people looking at 2021 weddings. A lot of venues have potentially started talking about opening up their 2022 dates. Um, and a lot is happening around postponing weddings. Uh, Obviously, the couples that are affected during this wedding season, be it in the UK or South Africa, depending on where your wedding is. So I specialize in South African destination weddings, but I do UK weddings as well. Um, the key at the moment is just to keep an open mind, to be flexible, like work around plan Bs and plan Cs, and just chat to all the suppliers and make sure that you find something that works for everybody. And if it doesn't work for everybody, your couples need to go and prioritize and decide what's important to them, and then build their plan B wedding around that. So it is a bit of a challenge, and it is juggling a lot more um, logistical issues than normally. But I think everyone is very open-minded, and all the wedding suppliers that I personally work with really try and accommodate couples as best they can. I mean, wedding suppliers are amazing, and we're all about making couples have the best time that they possibly can on the wedding, and giving them memories that they can cherish for the rest of their lives. And just as with any other season or any other year, during this pandemic, we're trying to do the same.
yeah, I think these times um, communication is more important than ever before. I mean,
Oh,
we
definitely.
normally what we did, we never spoke that much. Obviously, emails are on regular basis, but we never spoke nearly face to face on Zoom meetings, WhatsApp calls, there's WebEx, Skype, WeChat,
Zoom.
so many different types. So we never had so many meetings held never ever before. I mean, and obviously everyone is happy to do that. First of all, they have plenty time as us, and they and people want to socialize, so they get used to all of one. Everyone's got so many apps now on the phone or on the computer. They're literally everywhere, and they're giving opportunities like Instagram now, or I think Google's Hangout. I mean, there's so many of them. I've got my daughter keep us up to date because she got all of them there, and she basically give us a directory. Daddy, you're not using Google Hangout yet. I mean, I'm not. I've used Google G Suite, but not this. So communication is, I think, never ever been that important as now.
Oh no, definitely. Look, communication in a planner's role is key and center of anything and everything. Without that, things just fall. But like you said, at this point in time, it is integral. And like I said, planning weddings at this point in time is more challenging, uh, and people need to be more flexible. So we don't know what's going to happen in 6 months' time. We don't know what's going to happen in 12 months' time, and the couples you work with are looking for some sort of guidance from you, and we can only go by what we think may or might happen. It
Yeah.
might be smaller weddings. It might be weddings of 50 people in 6 months' time can happen. It can be weddings of only 30 people or 100 people. We don't know. So we're trying to build wedding plans that are flexible around what may happen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I had a discussion with one of the brides on the biggest Facebook groups. She asked when shall we send the invitation, and actually I answer as soon as you know the date or as soon as you have anything in mind. save even virtual save the date card, just to avoid not only disappointment from your side that someone is not coming, but just to avoid basically your wedding not happening, like because nowadays guests they don't know. I mean, we always have a guests coming from abroad or overseas, and imagine if, what about restrictions? What about all of that happening? So as soon as you have the date in mind, not even on paper, not even pencil, save the date card, gonna be like even two. She was like, yes, but my wedding is in 2022. I was like, yes, but it doesn't really matter. You plan that way ahead to avoid all of these things happening, even though you don't know. And you want your wedding to happen as best as possible. So you want these guests to be informed as earliest as they could have this kind of information. So